Welcome to TV Burp. Jerry Halliwell limbers up for a comeback gigs. On Emmerdale, the Woolpack starts offering new Yorkshire-style cocktails.
A pint and a shut your gob if you don't mind.
Natasha Koplinski refutes those dressed like a hooker taunts. You dancing? And Jeremy Clarkson launches a new game show.
You can time me. How long it takes me to find a Clarkson gravestone.
Go.
Here, ever get that dream where you're looking at an overweight 35-year-old Rastafarian, only he's got the voice of Mike Reed of EastEnders?
Yeah, it bleed no, of course you do.
No, this was age swap, yeah. Wife swap, sex swap, age swap. Here's an idea for a show. What about stamp swap? Yeah, two people who collect stamps, got more of one stamp than they want, swap that stamp with someone else who's got a stamp that they want. White trash, obviously. When they first started Mike's transformation, I thought for a moment we were back on sex swap. It's Queen Victoria. I'm back in the Queen Vic. What do you automatically think of when someone says Mike Reed?
Mike's prosthetic age swap makeup is at last ready. But will it solve the problem of disguising his enormous nose?
Big nose, right? Good old big nose Mike Reed.
The biggest challenge they face is how to turn back time and disguise Mike's huge hooter.
It's more of a trunk than a nose.
His enormous nose alone is 2 inches wide.
It must weigh about a ton. Great big, massive, enormous hooter like that. You'd have to use a tablecloth as a hanky. That's why he had to give up EastEnders. Yeah, one big sniff and Barbara Windsor would disappear up his nose. Yeah, he installed a mini bar so Barbara could make herself at home, a portable telly. How did he pick up the signal? Via his massive satellite dish ears. So, Mike's getting made over into a Rastafarian, but it's not just the makeup. He's got to master the accent as well. Now, he speaks a little Rasta, but only a couple of words.
I've never, ever done this before in anything but time. You know, I've turned around to someone and said, you know, onion rings. That's all I've done.
Yeah, you're enough to get by. You're on holiday in Jamaica. You fancy McDonald's? You can point to most of the menu, can't you? You fancy a side order? Onion rings. Now, Mike's first task is to convince a booker that he's a DJ. DJ Remo.
My name is Remo, man. I was recommended to you by some guys.
Oh, sorry, your name again, is it?
Remo. Well, I'm not here often, but I'm back here now, and I need some work. I'll get some stuff off for you, and okay. Bye.
By Jove, I think he's got it. It sounded just like a 35-year-old Rastafarian.
It was, well, I'll tell you what it sounded like. What's that guy, Mike Reed?
It's lucky guess, lucky guess. Mike wasn't too happy about it. It even affected his clutch control.
Tired and fed up.
Holiday showdown now. This week, it was the Jenkins family.
I'm funny, I'm mad, I'm crazy, I'm sad, I'm reliable, I'm trustworthy, I'm great company.
Yeah, just go back a couple.
I'm sad.
They normally like to go to Butlins, so Holiday Showdown sent them on a barge holiday on the Birmingham Canal system.
Come and join us for a tour around the 8th wonder of the world. The Birmingham Canal system.
What's that? The Birmingham Canal system. There's a clue in the name, love. He doesn't like Welsh people, so guess who he's sharing his holiday with?
110 miles northeast in the Forest of Dean, close to the Welsh border, live the Jones family.
You get the idea? They try to make it so there'll be arguments. Mrs. Jones has a theory on why some people turn their noses up at a canal holiday.
The only reason people don't go on canal holidays is because they haven't given it a go.
Or because they have. This couple are so proud of their origins, they even tried to out-Welsh each other.
Husband Neil, who spends his free time coal mining, likes to think he wears the trousers.
Scab! Strike-breaking scab! Yeah, my hobby is picketing coal mines. Yeah. Coal mining? That's work, surely. It can't be a hobby if it's work. Well, the difference between coal mining for a hobby and coal mining for work is, if it's a hobby, you have to put it back again. Yeah. Half of the hobby is getting the coal out of the mine, the other half is down there gluing it back in for the next time. If his hobby is coal mining, what's her hobby? Hitler impersonator. Yeah, she does Hitlerograms. Channel 5 have got another sharp programme. Yes, presented by Johnny Rotten. You know, from I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. He has a highly individual presenting style.
Sharks, born free, unlike me. They're tax-free. Leave them alone. I will. All I'm doing is swimming with them. You too can. Huh? There's words in, you know, filling up the Bible, and we all know what that's about. This is something else. It's nature, I think. All it makes me want to do is go, whee!
Here's a bit of him off duty. Come on, Mr. Rotten, time for your medication. The thing is, if you're as weird as Johnny Rotten, how do you make yourself look normal? Hang around with someone weirder than you. Here's something I learned from Johnny.
Last year, 791 people were killed by defective toasters. Only 4 by sharks. Now, I don't see no great rush to exterminate 100 million toasters.
Yeah, well, then we wouldn't be able to make any toast, would we? I mean, I like sharks, but the advantage of a toaster over a shark... Obviously, a toaster takes up a lot less room on your worktop. Yeah. I don't know about you, but when I meet a baby, I never know what to say.
He's beautiful. Hello. I'm the one that told your mum she should get rid of you.
Yeah, maybe not open with that, you know. EastEnders this week appear to be sponsored by the Tea Marketing Board.
I've, just put the kettle on in there if you fancy a cup of tea.
I'll make Pauline a cup of tea.
Any tea in the pot? I'm parched.
I'll go and make us another cup of tea.
Tea? Do you fancy a cup of tea? Are you making tea? I want a coffee.
Sorry, the machine's broken.
Tea, best drink of the day. No going back. Chaos at the castle now. The story of the Burgo couple who decide to do up a chateau in France and turn it into an hotel. It's the usual thing. Total tip, out of their depth, run out of money, can't get it finished in time. I think there's a reason why they're behind schedule. Yeah, pick up the pace a little. Yeah, your first guests are arriving any minute. Less haste, more speed. Colette decides to grow all her own produce. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't know what she's doing, but, well, here she is watering the field. So she... That's a hell of an old trip back to the tap. Nigel Marven was back. This week he was in the company of the meerkat.
No other mammals work together like these little mongooses. Even we humans only come close on our better days.
Yeah, maybe that's slightly overstating it, Nigel. You know, I mean, meerkats are pretty organised, but I never met a meerkat, for instance, who had a pension scheme. You haven't managed to grasp the idea of a long and short-stay car park, have you? Indeed, they don't even wear pants. But no matter. Nigel was developing a bit of a crush on one of the other lady meerkat wranglers.
Can I go and have a close look at them?
Yes, of course.
Have you ever wondered why the bat-eared fox is so called?
Bat-eared fox. A predator that can kill prey instantly by chopping its jaws together 5 times a second.
They've got a robber's mask, like a raccoon, but they get their name from those enormous ears.
It's the enormous ears, yes. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Onion rings. The bat-eared fox is much better organised. They've managed to set up a shift system.
Most of the animals around here work night shifts.
The meerkat, as cuddly and playful a critter as you're ever likely to meet. Or are they?
Meerkats. But are they really darlings, or do they hide a darker side?
The darker side of the meerkat? Surely not. Well, once you start looking into it, you realise that for every bad thing that's ever happened, there's been a meerkat involved somewhere along the line.
Coming, hold your horses.
They get everywhere. I even spotted one on EastEnders.
Your taxi's here.
Yeah, I know,
darling.
You know, I've been thinking about what Johnny Rotten said about sharks and toasters. Which is better? There's only one way to find out. Give him a bite! Welcome back. The bike thief on Coronation Street strikes again. Now you see it. Now you don't. And on Holby, Zubin and Jess finally got it together. And you know when it's love, because when you kiss, there's that certain spark.
Oh, simple thing, where have you gone?
Ken Barlow turns down chance to go on Celebrity Mastermind.
If anything symbolises the utter bankruptcy of Western civilization, it's a television quiz show, so count me out.
And Radio 1 DJ Chris Moyles takes a shortcut to work. This was the bill, and DCI Meadows was trying hard to hide his real emotions, but if you listen hard, there was the tiniest clue in his voice.
And who was it, just when I thought things were beginning to happen, who had me babysitting while they went out on a date?
It wasn't a date. It was my cousin.
I saw you kissing him.
Isn't it strange how people end up looking like the back of their transit vans, though, eh?
One of them was sort of medium height.
But the Bill's big story this week was Kerry's funeral. And don't you hate it when you book a dyslexic florist? Kebby? Who's Kevin? It should be Kerry. I booked the same florist for my nan, yeah. I wanted R.I.P. What did I get? R.I.D. Rid. Rid at last. Thanks a bunch. Oh, poor Kebby. All her colleagues at Sunhill took the funeral badly.
Well, you didn't miss much. Well, apart from Gabriel throwing a Gwyneth.
Yeah, didn't miss much. Yeah. It was a funeral. What was he expecting? A stripogram? Here's something you never thought you'd see. Sam Dingle chatting up Patsy Kensit.
I want to know all about you.
What, even me Uncle Nebuchadnezzar's goiter?
That was his opening gambit. Then to draw her into his web, he pays her a compliment.
You've got lovely glittery eyes. They're like tin foil.
He's got a book out of Sam, yeah. Sam Dingle's Book of Chat-Up Lines. Let's have a look. Yes, stage 1. You have lovely glittery eyes like tin foil. Yeah, that's the first one. I like your figure. It's all curvy like a curly-whirly. Yeah. Your cheeks are so rosy red like Uncle Nebuchadnezzar's goiter. OK, stage 2, right? Ways to get the girl home. What's a nice girl like you doing in a rough soap like this? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you let me rub myself against your leg? Enough! That's Sam Dingle. His brother Kane is a totally different kettle of fish. Always looking for a fight.
So he's bringing his own condoms, is he, eh? What? That lad, the one at the bus stop, does he bring his own?
You're a sad, sick old perv.
Just come here and say that.
She just did. Once Kane's made his mind up, you wouldn't think that one person would be able to hold him back. Let me at her. Let me at her. Hey, let me at her. New show on Sky One Mix, The Real Mrs. Robinson, in which a mother and daughter date the same bloke. And he has to pick the one he wants to take for a weekend in Milan.
Will your 20-something bloke go for the beauty of youth or the sophistication of the older woman?
That's one word for it.
A bottle and a half of wine later, Tracy's pulling out all the stops to convince Dave she's still young at heart.
Her heart's staying young because it's deflecting all the age onto her face. They're very much a team, these two, like best friends.
We do everything together. She does my hair, she pulls my eyebrows out.
Yeah, looking at her, maybe she shouldn't be pulling quite so hard. In the usual manner of these shows, they start with a search.
Very similar sort of face as Peter Andre.
Yeah, there was the Peter Andre lookalike. And this one, Dom Skedger.
Dom, who sang the girls a song about sonic booms.
I heard sonic.
I heard a sonic boom. What a lovely song that is. You don't often hear songs dedicated to scientific phenomena. Other hits include I Saw the Aurora Borealis and I Experienced Global Warming Due to the Effects of CFCs on the Ozone Layer. In the end, they settle on David, a 20-something nightclub doorman who's bowled over by Jade's stunning intellect.
Where are you from originally?
Oops. Jade appears to have forgotten where she's from.
Where am I from? I know this one. Eggs. Eggs, yeah. Originally, then we moved to Bromley.
Mother and daughter pretty much agree they don't really go for David.
He is just a big-headed, feminine, male chauvinist pig.
A feminine, male chauvinist pig, yeah. How's that work? Yeah. That's someone who hates themselves, isn't it? Oh, I hate myself for being so feminine, I really do. So they both go on the date, and he's so spoilt for choice, he can't choose. So, what does he do? Take both of them to Milan?
The only way I feel I can make this up to you is to send you two to Milan.
Yeah, I like you both so much, you can go without me. Then, to round the programme off nicely...
After the recording of this programme, Tracy couldn't find a babysitter, so Jade went to Milan with her friend instead.
Whoa! What was the idea of this show?
Will your 20-something bloke go for the beauty of youth or the sophistication of the older woman?
So which one did he choose then?
David is now seeing a receptionist called Mandy.
Hang on! This isn't a show, is it? This is just some things that happen. It's like an episode of Wife Swap where they don't swap wives, you know. They swap dogs, and then one of the dogs gets a cough, and one of the husband's nephews goes and spends some book tokens. The end. Corrie now, and I think my favourite character is little Chesney. Yeah, he's tiny. He's one of the few people I know who can eat his cereal from a bowl whilst in a bowl.
What have I told you about teaching me, man?
Meanwhile, down at Baldwin's Knicker Factory...
All right, then.
How are they going to fit? It's all gusset. Look at it. Well, they're a very special order for, a meerkat. Yeah. They finally organised pants. Elsewhere on Corrie, Blanche had some exciting news.
Yes! We've done it! We're on!
On what?
Top of the Tree. It's a new game show on television.
A new game show on television? So, what's the idea behind it?
They get 4 generations of the same family, and they have to answer questions. And if they get so many right, they win a car.
4 generations?
Me, Deirdre, Tracy, Amy.
Amy? He's only a couple of months old. Who ever heard of a baby on a quiz show? Is that top of your tree or out of your tree? Amy, you're coming to London.
In which of these places is the National Space Centre? Final answers. The right answer you've got £125,000. No, we don't want to give you that. Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for this evening.
That's all we've got time for. And to sing us out, Dom Skedger off The Real Mrs. Robinson with Sonic Boom.
I heard Sonic Boom. Now I'm caught between the sun and the moon. I heard a sonic boom. I heard a sonic
Saturday night means it's X Factor. Yep, it's next here on ITV1. G4 sing Britney Spears. I can't wait. On ITV2, it's The Blog, Australia. And on ITV3, Close to You. Friends and family, remember Karen Carpenter.